How much FPS can we get on Fortnite with AMD's flagship GPU, the RX 7900 XTX? Now please do keep in mind that this is not going to be a 100% accurate benchmark. I am going to be lightly optimizing the game so I get some better performance because that's what most people do when they hop into a competitive title. And yes, we are all well aware that the 4090 gets more FPS on Fortnite than any other GPU. This game is probably the most biased game I've ever seen when it comes to how good a specific brand GPU performs. But since we aren't on an NVIDIA GPU, the first test we're doing is on DirectX 12, which is what you should be playing on if you're running an AMD graphics card. So I'm running 3440 by 1440 with 50% rendering. Please feel free to pause or screenshot these settings if you're curious. I optimized it to the best of my ability for how I like to play and what I assume a lot of other players like to play as well. Right off the bat, we are getting some good FPS, around 350 to almost 400 with those settings. No micro stuttering. We do have some weird 99% FPS numbers, so the 1% lows are hitting it a little bit. Now, depending on your monitor and its hertz, those 99 percentile FPS numbers or even the 1% lows can affect you kind of like micro stutters. Now, everyone's favorite settings, performance mode. I'm running 3440 by 1440 at 100% 3D resolution now with everything epic or high. We are all well aware how stuttery AMD GPUs are on performance mode, but if you notice, I'm either getting none or just the tiniest little bit of micro stutter rate. I did cheat just a little bit, not with upscaling or anything like that, but I might have found a little hack that might help a lot of you out if you have to play on performance mode for some reason. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have noticed that I am getting more FPS on the higher end, but I'm getting more drastic 1% lows. Well, I will say the 99 percentile is staying a little bit higher on average. Well, besides right there, I'm sure you saw, it's off and on. That's why I do recommend DirectX 12 if you're playing Battle Royale in like a public server. But in creative mode, you might be perfectly fine since there's a lot less going on, less foliage and all of that stuff that makes those 1% lows and 99 percentiles shoot all over the place. So what is my little AMD hack on performance mode? I'm sure a lot of you have noticed if you have your overlay open that your boost clocks are a lot lower on performance mode. So keep an eye on what it's boosting to max and then go into your AMD Adrenalin software and set your minimum boost clock to about 100 megahertz or exactly what it's boosting to max on performance mode. And that basically got rid of all of the micro stutters for me. I was getting around 6 to probably 9% micro stutter rate and I could visually notice it. But when I did this, I couldn't notice it at all. And as you saw, I was getting no micro stutter rate. So it might be different for every GPU. I do have an XTX. If you're on RDNA 2, I don't know how this is going to work for you. Hopefully it works just the same, but it sure did help me out a lot on RDNA 3.